and welcome to the eFresh.com Flower News. Today is the 13th of October. My name is Kim and these are this week's headlines. South African flower exports pruned back. Race to prevent ash trees extinction. Ancient eruptions caused extinction. New Zealand orchids go north. Hortifair 2009 starts today. South Africa's flower exporters continue to battle weak markets with no signs of demand picking up yet in Europe, their biggest market, or an easing of cost pressures. Latest available figures show that the value of South Africa's flower exports in the first 6 months of this year fell almost 5% compared with the same period last year. According to Futures Trust, last year was a very good year for flower exports. For the whole of last year, the value of South Africa's flower exports rose 26.3% compared with 2007. But the recession has taken its toll on the flower market and prices have dropped sharply. Scientists are racing to save tens of millions of seeds from the native ash tree before an invasive beetle pushes the species to extinction. Ash trees decorate urban landscapes across North America and provide $25 billion worth of timber. Yet the emerald ash borer is slowly devastating the species. It has already killed millions of ash trees in 13 states. An Iowa State University professor is leading efforts to collect seeds that can be frozen and ready to plant when researchers figure out how to kill or control the insect. Scientists hope to avoid what happened to the American elm, chestnut, and butternut trees, which were nearly wiped out by disease. A new study claims massive volcanic eruptions wiped out the world's forest about 250 million years ago, leaving the planet teeming with wood-eating fungi. The finding confirms that even hardy trees didn't survive the Permian mass extinction, one of the most devastating losses of life Earth has ever known. During the so-called Great Dying, more than 95% of marine species and 70% of land species disappeared, most likely victims of toxic gases spewed by a prolonged volcanic eruption centered in present-day Siberia. The eruption produced acid rain on a global scale and depleted the ozone layer, allowing more of the sun's harmful ultraviolet rays to hit the planet's surface. The new study confirms that vegetation also suffered heavy casualties. A Nelson exporting business that's been growing orchids for 30 years has been sold and is shifting to the North Island. Kiwi Orchids Managing Director Peter Moffat said the business had come to a natural end in Stoke. A South Auckland nursery has bought the Kiwi Orchids brand and its breeding program for an undisclosed sum. Kiwi Orchids was started by Mr. Moffat and the Ferguson family. It was one of the only operations of its type in New Zealand, exporting directly to overseas markets, and had built up a particularly good reputation in Japan, which had assisted the sale. The business employed only seasonal and casual labor, and therefore no redundancies have occurred. Kiwi Orchids flowers are currently being shipped north, and plans are underway to subdivide the remaining property into 20 sections during the next year. For 4 whole days, from Tuesday the 13th to Friday the 16th of October, the Hortifair in Amsterdam in the Netherlands will again be the meeting place for horticulture this year. With a stronger exhibition concept, extra service for participants and visitors, and a lot of attention for innovations and the transfer of knowledge, the Hortifair 2009 is the most complete of international horticultural trade shows in these times as well. eFresh.com will of course again be a participant of the approximate 725 exhibitors. eFresh.com is very proud to be part of this year's 10th anniversary theme for a sustainable future. Thank you for watching the eFresh.com Flower News. See you next time.